Good afternoon. Welcome to Rocket Tube. This is Guildford, historical town along the Midland Line, and we shall be doing some awesome filming of different areas around this historical precinct, I guess. And there's a lot around here, so we're talking even just some old houses or the war memorials, bits and pieces, alleyways. Hell, I might even be able to find you an outdoor dunny. So hold back, sit back, relax, grab a beer, something to munch on, and enjoy. This map will give you a bit of a better view. I'll stand back. You can always print screen and then zoom in. I'll also do a slow scroll just for you guys. So, I come across this beastie. 48 on there, so I'm assuming it's a 1948. Ford pickup truck. Oh, we like to call the Ute. Well, and as you Americans call it, the pickup truck. Extreme mint condition. I'm gonna run over here. But look at this beauty. Ain't she something worth loving? Anyways, but we have this building over here to actually look at. I just got distracted by that car. This thing right here, look at this. Now there's no signs out the front, no information on it, so I'm gonna have to indulge deeper, and I'll post it up in the comments when I can find out what exactly was that number 215, because a lot of these old buildings have signs out the front, but it seems this one has nothing to indicate what it was and what it is. It's like they try to say silent. And next to that is something that was established 1895. The Tinder House, which is now a Vietnamese cafe. And next to that, hopefully nobody wants to park where I'm walking, is J.H. Tyndall, established 1894, Apothecaries Hall, which is now, oops, sorry about that, pink champagne, so wedding outfits and gowns. I understand that, people need buildings, but why can't these historical buildings be used for a more purpose that for other people? So, put a shop in there that way more people will visit and keep the historical part of it. Next to that is free choice tobacco and skin agents, again in an old warehouse. And there's a sign actually on the side, I've just noticed. There's actually another one. Hold on, if I can get across this road, I'm going to pause it until I can get across to see that sign. Because filming and crossing a road is like talking on your mobile phone while driving. Don't do it. Alright, I got a bit closer, but there's a tiny gap. So I can't really see the old signage too well, so I'm going to zoom in. But as you can see, where Karma is underneath, there was something. but the old sign is still there. I'm outside Pink Champagne, and the owner's giving a little rundown of the history of this building.
Yeah.
And as you can see up there, it was originally the
old apothecary hall. In other words, a very old chemist. Back in the day, so come through. Original door, so this door's over like 120 years old, and when it's cold it gets stuck. So you can't open it, so it gets jammed a lot. It's either that or it's my friendly ghost. So back in the day, along this wall up here, it had all the pharmaceuticals, which were all in glass jars, as there was no capsule form back then, so it was all powder form. Yeah, so, and this is the original building, so with the pillars here, it goes through here, and I do have a friendly ghost, and she likes to play around and pop the pin cushion in one of the change rooms, or she likes to place the books down on the floor. So I'll often come in and the books will be placed down like this. But she's a lovely lady. She's a lovely lady. But yeah, no, it's a beautiful place, and it's got a lot of feelings.
sort of the female version of Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Pretty much. Pretty much. She's friendly and has a good vibe, so she's just watching out for the place. I think maybe her relatives would have worked here or something, I'm not too sure.
And likes to read a few books every now and then.
Well, I think so. I think so. But no, it's a beautiful place. So, and then the back part here was extended. But from here to the door, this is all original, so over 120 years old. It's beautiful.
I love those pillars. The archways are just amazing.
Yeah, the archways, yeah, that's it.
What era was the back end extended though?
I think it was, oh sorry, and before the metal press tin. So the metal press tin came over in 1920s.
That's the vents as well.
Yeah, from England. Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, these were imported vents.
Yeah, no, the ceiling. So it's
the ceiling.
It's metal press tin.
Oh.
Yeah. So it came over in 1920s. So that's why in winter it does get quite cold. And then this was extended, I think, in the 60s. So
there's some historical value there too, though.
there is, and then again at the back it's extended again. But there's nothing. The main part of it, there's nothing like it. It just has this really.
Is that a doorway to nowhere?
doorway to a secret.
To apocalypse.
A secret morgue. No.
The secret morgue.
No, this is just.
This is Guildford's first morgue.
This is just, well, I can actually show you the old morgue, which is the old Jezebel's. But yeah, this is just our back stock room, but this is fairly new, so.
Well, it's about as creepy as a morgue. It's too dark in there.
Well, you'll get, like, the most sort of warm feelings you'll get is in the first room. Like, I don't know, it's got a lot of warm, nice.
I love that picture though.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a beautiful place.
Well, and this window is awesome. It brings in the light as well. It's sort of like your showroom on the side alley.
And as you can see the brick. How old it is? That's the other shop against it. But that's the second oldest store. The one on the other side.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. A lot of history to it.
Oh wait, does this door so this actually shuts as a pull down?
So this would have been.
Because if you look at that, it's a pull down window and it stops halfway down.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So so it would have been a gate at the bottom, above from that bit, and that window would have gone halfway down.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see here that there's nails there, so it can stop it falling.
So back in the day, that would have been a halfway window.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because we don't really know.
This building right here, which has fallen prey to tax accountants. Damn you, tax accountants. But back in the day, it served a better purpose. It was Brockman's house. 1876, 16-year-old Grace. Brussels became the hero of the SSS Georgette shipwreck on the coast near Yellingup. So we can get that shot, there we go. The Aboriginal servant Sam Isaacs repeatedly rode a horse onto the surf to rescue around 50 people, many of whom may have otherwise drowned. There she is. Here in Guildford, Frederick, the son of local pioneer William Brockman, heard of her bravery and rode his horse an extraordinary 170 miles, 270 kilometers south to meet her. The pair fell in love, married, and moved into this house here at 143 James Street. Well, you can read this bit one for yourself. Just pause and read. 4-bedroom brick and iron structure, was built in 1860. Around 1860, it was later subject to numerous additions. But this is it. And has fallen prey to tax accountants. This is the building where the old neon sign would have been. Old Shopfront bit. Closed now. It sells clothing. A sad life for an awesome shop. You can probably see some of the old. It would have been just maybe a corner shop. This is an old tram dining cart. And it's connected to a place called Alfreds Kitchen, serving burgers, fries, and they even have, excuse you, horses. They also have a fire pit out the back. This is where you come to get your grub while you're in Guildford. Excuse me. Established in 1946. If you look it up on Google, you'll be able to get a history on Alfreds Kitchen and even some vintage photos. This is it. How many people can you recognize in this? So just walking up this side road here with some old buildings, old houses. But yeah, I found out there's an old morgue about 2 buildings up, which is now a shop, of course, but it was a morgue back in the day. So that I would like to talk to the owner and see if they got any information of, well, it being a morgue. Dead people lived there. But there's still some good old buildings. There's a couple of newish, but we've still got a few of the old buildings lying around here. Guildford is a great historical town. A lot of it is still unchanged. Like it says on this sign here, Guildford established 1829, we're saving for all in WA. But no, these houses are still here. These are the kind of houses I like to live in. Renovate, don't demolate. Because once you demolish history, you're left with nothing. There's a few more modernish houses here. but not too many. Everyone's got these signs posted on their fence. I say the council doesn't really think about saving the area as much as the people. But I say, stuff the government, stuff the council, people power, because that's all it takes. And also, this is the first time me walking down these side areas here. Beautiful today, about 25 degrees, so not too cold. And some people are willing to talk and give you a bit of a rundown of the history. I did talk to a couple of older people, but they had no information on that building. They said, oh, could it have been a brothel? That's why nobody wants to know about it now. But until I know for a fact, I'm not going to call it an old brothel. But yes, look at this. Just walking down side streets. You know, you don't realise what you... Oh, there's a cat asleep. Hello. I hope it's not dead. Meow meow. Hello. Well, that's a triple. Too far asleep. Howdy.
How you going?
So this house here, next door, there's a couple of old cars in the back. There's an old buggy here. There's an old lady that lives here. And in front, I'm not sure, but it could be a Morris Minor. And apparently she has a few more cars according to the neighbour. But why do people hold on to these things? I do not know. See if I can get a better... Oh, there we go. There's another buggy in there. I can see it. There's 2 punch buggies so far. There's another car on the other side. And I may have to come and knock on her door and see if she's willing to talk. I'll put the camera over. Won't be able to see much myself, but hopefully people get a view of the old cars. I should be right in front of the first punch buggy now. And there's the other one. I can see my camera a bit. I'm going to go around the corner and see if there's another car over there. So I'll see you in a tick. So this is the front of the house. They do have a normal car there, but beautifully covered in nature. Really old bit of historical housing. Beautiful house. And there's some nice statues in front too. And next to it is another bit of history. So I'm just going around the block at the moment. And just opposite his house is some signage. There's a river just down here, which I'm hoping to tackle sure sometime soon. But the tale of 2 rivers. Just pause and read. Becoming one of my staple lines, pause and read. It looks like a school over there. It is pre-primary, Guildford Primary School. And there's a bit of history on this too. I don't have it on top of my head. But you could look it up on Google. Look at this place still. Back to this house. They've done a great job in restoration. Alright, there is the Guildford History Walk Trail. Here's a map, and you can enjoy, because it's a preserved colonial village established in 1829, which is what is virtually an island encircled by the Swan and Helena rivers. It is classified as a historic town by the National Trust of Australia. And I'll just, there we are, have a pause and a read. I'll go very slow. Somebody's not happy behind me with all that beeping. Oh yes, this is Guildford. It really needs to upgrade the station, I tell you. So out of date. This is the old Garrick Theatre. In Guildford. I've got some historical information coming up. I've been to a theatre on the other side. This theatre is still in use as well. But here we go. The writing's a bit faded in areas, but have a pause and read. But it's to do with the convicts. It was constructed in 1853 and served as a convict depot, commissariat. At the time, Duquesne was charged with responsibility for organising convict work parties engaged in the construction of roads, buildings and other infrastructure as far as York and 2J. It may be spelled 2DA, but it's actually 2J. But this is the place. Original entryway. And at the moment we have the glass menagerie as the program, and coming up we have the 3-1 act plays, Game of Tiaras, Sisters of St. Judas and Millie and Joan, and Murder at the Prop Table. These old theatres around here still get used. Oh, that plane's low. Coming in for a landing. Got the old barbecue still here. Or was this an incinerator? You get confused sometimes. No, that's a barbecue. Founded in 1932. And look what I just found. Things you find. I shall leave them here. Hopefully the owners will come back. And shush. Please do not talk outside during a performance as the audience can hear you clearly in the auditorium. I think Oscar would have something to say about that. He'll be making lots of racket. And nothing really exciting around the back end. But you never know, and you never go. It's 6 o'clock. There's more part of the theatre. At least there's still enough light to do some more filming. Then I'll go and get a feed somewhere and then head home. That little window there. And here's the front. About that, just stepped in a hole. Guildford Town Hall. It looks like it could have been an old cinema at one stage. I'm gonna have to do a bit more research on this. Oh, just a little seat in there, can't see. And next to it, we have the council chambers. And the Guildford Library. There we are, council chambers. The stone was laid by the Right Honoured Sir John Forrest, KCMC, April the 5th, 1900. R.J. Wilson as Mayor. The Commonwealth of Australia, Peace Loan. AD 1919 to commemorate the over-subscription of the allotted quota of this loan by the oh my god, sorry about that glitch, of Guildford, CA Farmer, Treasurer, WA Matt and Mayor. Just crossing the train tracks, and we have the old Guildford post office. Clock is not working. But it sells garden designs and collectibles now. And I reckon some of these places could have been turned into more beneficial places where more people could enter and enjoy. Look at these giant pots. But yes, it is now a still used as a post office, this part. So they haven't given up that. Ah, now they turn the lights on, thank you. But at the back, I also saw plants. Here's an old staircase to somewhere. Can't exactly get in there, but it seems that it's not been used in a while. The Post Garden Design Centre. There we are. So after all this time, it is still a post office, but they also have a garden centre now. 6055. Oh. How many old post offices are still being used in the original buildings these days? Western Australian Postal Service began in December 1829 when a postmaster was appointed as Fremantle. 5 years later, the Guildford Post Office was established with Henry Devonish as the first postmaster. Guildford's early postal service operated from a small shop in Swan Street until the present post office was opened in 1900. The clock tower was added, and following year making this post office Guildford's most unique, most prominent landmark. So I was trying to read and not hold this on the sign to give you a bit of a view, but it didn't work out like that. But here it is, post office and garden centre. And here is the theatre. Well, it's getting dark. I spend too much time in these shops. I still got a bit of light. I can do a bit more filming. But I did get a special guest who'll be starring in some of these videos. And we all know him from our childhood. It is Oscar the Grouch. And he'll be very grouchy, as we know. So, this is Rocker and Oscar signing out.